End of the sprint challenge with 1stphorm. I'm John, and we completed the challenge. Today is actually March 18th. Yesterday, I sent in my before pictures and after pictures. So the challenge is complete. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little summary of my transformation journey. Anyway, I just want to start out by saying that I am not a trainer. I've never been trained. I did this transformation just by what I know and just by being someone that had a huge passion of being a gym rat, I guess you can say. So I started out on January 15th, and when I started I was completely out of shape. I wasn't working out. I was working 2 jobs. Still working 2 jobs now, but when I started out, everyone was saying, there's no way you're going to be able to do this challenge, no way you'll be able to complete it, you don't have the time. And I myself, I was very down at the time, put a lot of pressure on myself, and I just wasn't happy. So anyway, so as soon as I started the challenge, it was just a switch that went off, and basically I declared war on this challenge. I declared war on my training, I declared war against my diet, I declared war on my cardio, and I declared war on my mindset. So very quickly, just want to kind of give you guys like a rundown about how my days went. So in the morning, my day would have to start at 3:45 a.m. because I had to be at my job starting at 6 a.m. So usually in the a.m.s, I'd wake up 3:45 a.m. I'd hit my a.m. cardio. Usually it's about 20 to 25 minutes. I'd either run or I would hit a circuit workout. My circuit workout usually consisted of, I have one of those mini trampolines, so I'd hit high knees on the mini trampoline as fast as I could for 1 minute, and then I'd do something else, whether it was sit-ups for a minute, maybe a plank for a minute, push-ups for a minute, burpees for a minute, pull-ups for a minute. But I'd just switch back and forth for 20-25 minutes. That's what I'd do starting 3:45 a.m. Usually 4 to 5 days a week I was doing cardio. What my training consisted of, I'll just kind of give you guys a quick little see what my training was. So this was in March, February. See, I do a lot of circuit training, chest buys, back tries. I hit everything every week. Some weeks I had more days in than I had off. Usually was in there at least 6 days a week. I did something, I guess you can say, every single day. But anyway, so my training was inconsistent. My day, though, it consisted of, I'd wake up 3:45 a.m., hit my a.m. cardio, go to work, be at work 6 a.m., and not get off until about 2 p.m. When I got off, I had to fight traffic across town to get back to where I live. And then I would go to the gym about 3 o'clock in the afternoon each day, hit about an hour and 10 minute, hour 15 minute workout, and then rushed out of there. And then I went to my nighttime job. So as you see, I was extremely busy. I kept that up for 8 weeks. Like I said, everyone said I couldn't do it. I did it. I made awesome transformation. But like I said, you really have to get the mindset right. So every day while I was driving, I listened to different podcasts. I listened to a lot of YouTube. I'd put on Machiavelli motivation and just let that run the whole way there in the morning. If I listen to podcasts, a lot of times I listen to, Andy with MF CEO. I'd listen to Lewis Howes, Ed Milet. Just anyone I could listen to is positive. I kept my mind right the whole time. With my eating consisted usually of 4 to 5 meals a day, with usually 2 shakes a day. Got my Formula 1. But yeah, usually 2 Formula 1 shakes a day. Breakfast would be, I'd start out with my breakfast. Usually I got my breakfast right when I got to work around 6 a.m. I would have a whole cup of oatmeal and usually 3 to 4 whole eggs, whole hard-boiled eggs. Come about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'd have one of my meals, I guess you could say. Usually that meal consisted of half a cup of rice, vegetables, and either tuna or chicken. That's really what I stuck to, is tuna or chicken, and then sometimes a Greek yogurt, maybe a piece of fruit. Then I eat again around probably about 12:30, pretty much the same exact meal. It would be, again, chicken or tuna, half a cup of rice, vegetables, and maybe a piece of fruit. Then, like I said, I would be driving to the gym. Sometimes I had a couple rice cakes at that time, maybe some type of bar before the gym, hit the gym about 3 o'clock, rush out of there. That's when I'd have a Formula One shake, and rush out of there, rush home, get showered, and then I'd have another meal when I got home, which was usually, tilapia and veggies. And then I'd go to work. While I was at work, that's whenever usually I'd have another shake at work sometime. And then, a lot of times that might have been it for the day, or if I was really hungry, I would have egg whites at nighttime when I got home. But that's really what my training consisted of, what my diet consisted of, how I handle my mindset. One thing that I constantly was doing was I would take someone that I look up to and I'd say, what would they do if they were in my situation? I'd take someone like The Rock, who is a huge motivation. He's up at 3:45, 4 a.m. all the time. So whenever he was up, I would always ask myself whenever I was waking up, what would The Rock do if he was in my situation? What would someone like Andy Frisella do if he was in my situation? That's what gave me huge inspiration throughout this contest. I always listen to what Joe Rogan said. He always said, be the hero of your own story. Think about what the hero of your own story would do if he was in your shoes. So anyway, I enjoyed the transformation. It's all about who you become along the way. And, everyone said that I couldn't do it. I pushed through and did it anyway. So thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys got something out of this, and look forward to seeing you again. Oh, my supplementation. So what I got from 1stphorm, this is all I used, was Formula One and creatine. Usually creatine, I hit that every day. And like I said, I have about 2 Formula One shakes a day. So that was my supplementation. That's all it took. You don't have to be super heavy on the supplements. It's all about your training, how hard you work, how much you put in. As you see, you can get huge results by putting in the work. So thanks again. You guys take care. Later.